Our next speaker, trying the right spot here, Marilyn Nepkie, and we will do a little assistance here.
A good photograph is knowing where to stand. No, my speaker didn't say that. That was from Ansel Adams. But my speaker worked with Ansel Adams. Everybody knows Ansel Adams. Dorothea Lange was something else. Dorothea Lange was actually born in 1895, and she lived during the Great Depression era and did a lot for people, and she knew a lot. Her most famous picture is actually, probably can't see it, is the migrant mother, and that was during the Depression. She knew how to get expression and knew how to do anything with the people. But I digress. She actually said a camera is an instrument that teaches us to see without a camera. And she said other things too. This is Dorothea Lange. This is actually her camera that she used back in the early 1900s, a Graphics. And basically it's a big camera, and she just looks through it. She had a couple others later on. This is an older pig. At age 7, she contracted polio. Never let her bother her. She just continued on. She limped, whatever. She was born in Hoboken, New Jersey, and her dad left, and then her mom was working in the library, and she would take her to the school every morning. And then finally, when she went to Columbia, she was going to go to Columbia Teachers College, and she did. But a couple of years later, she decided, I want to be a photographer. So she and a friend, she wanted to go around the world, drove, and they ran out of money in San Francisco. But that was okay, because she actually did photography studios and took pictures of the elite. And then during the Great Depression, she decided, she took to the streets and really started delving into the people. And there's one, I guess, this is actually a little girl in Oklahoma, but she got the expression. She got everything from these people, and they let her speak. And she often said that her polio helped her get the pictures, because the people that they didn't have anything, they saw her and they related to her a lot better. So she was able to do that. She married once. Her second husband was actually Paul Taylor, who was an economist. And so he got her into working with the farm security people, which is actually from the New Deal of Franklin Roosevelt. And so she would take the pictures of the farming, and he would, write it up in the economy, and through that they did a lot of work together, and was very, very capable. Then got some other jobs. She was actually a staff writer for Life. She was a staff writer for Fortune magazine, and so that way she got around the world on their expense. But the working with Ansel Adams was during the war. There was an internment camp, a Japanese-American internment camp. And they were American citizens, but they were also Japanese, so they looked different. And so the Army, she took a lot of pictures of them, and the Army would not let her publish those pictures for another 30 years. Fortunately, I think they put an X on the pictures. Fortunately, she had the negatives, which was one nice thing about having the print camera. And so 30 years later, she was allowed to print those. Ansel Adams also took some pictures, and she was working with him on that. But just amazing lady. She did get the National Women's Hall of Fame, and she also, for the internment camps, she got the Guggenheim Award, and that was the first time a woman got that. she was actually, it was posthumously, it said done, but just never let anything stop her from doing what she wanted to do. And from everybody's lady in here, they just put 1 foot forward, even when 1 foot was lame, she still put the 1 foot forward and just did it. And another really famous quote of hers is, "The human face is a universal language." And isn't that true? That when Toastmasters look out at people, the human face is a universal language. A take home that I take from this, I'm a budding photographer myself. Just take my hummingbirds and my flowers and this and that. And people are really tough, I think, to take pictures of. But don't we all have some passion in our lives that we really want to share with people and share with the world? And never give up on that passion. I'm not the greatest photographer yet, but I plan to be. And I'm in the process of actually, I have 2 little books written on pictures, but we'll get that. There were one comment, and I did share with most people here. If you didn't get one, I'll get you one. I have a photo that I did, but she said that if our work is carry force and meaning, we be willing to go all out. And that's every day. And she did that. She was, she came from meager beginnings with her mom working, and then she went to school, and she just didn't want to be a teacher. But actually, she taught us a lot. And it's just the whole take-home thing that I want to do is just keep on going for your passion and whatever you want to do, and you'll do it. And the other side of the picture that I did give some people, I actually took this little picture of, there's 3 flowers. They're I think poppies, and I took them in the day that they bloomed. And so I have the ones called today, and there's a yesterday, and there's a tomorrow. So what we want to do is we take our today and our yesterday, and we make a more productive tomorrow. It's Toastmaster.